Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having a great day. Back again with another video. And I want to talk about the fact that you are your own guru. You are your best teacher. And there's a lot of things that I've experienced that, that always show this to be the truth. When I first heard it, I was like, how can this be? I don't know anything. Like, I need someone to tell me what to do. I need someone to give me advice. But at the end of the day, you really have to you end up taking your own advice because nobody can really help you. Nobody can really help you. At the end of the day, even as someone, no matter how wise they are, all they can really do is to help you help yourself. Because you already know your truth. You already know what you want to do. You already know what you love. You already know what your gift is. If you're not sure, you just haven't been connecting with yourself lately. You haven't been taking the time to meditate, to figure out what you love, to see what gives you energy. A lot of us get stuck in jobs that drain our energy. We get stuck in environments that drain our energy. We get stuck in schools that drain our energy. And we stay there and we literally accept it as life. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but my own father told me that happiness doesn't exist. That I'm gonna be miserable anyway. I might as well get a job that makes the most money, and that's the formula that everyone's following. Like, get a job that makes the most money, even if it doesn't make you happy. When happiness should be happiness should be the standard. Happiness comes first, and then, because if you don't have happiness when you start, no matter what you get, you could become the richest man in the world. But if you're not happy before you get there, you're not gonna know what to do with it. That's a simple case. So, with that being said, one of the best advice you can give to anybody is to really follow your own heart. Follow what makes you happy, and then the money will follow. Whatever else you need will follow. You know, and that's the best way to go about it. Because any other way, you end up either working for somebody else, you end up suffering, you end up never truly living. And that's the problem nowadays. We talk about the walking dead, a bunch of people walking around, there is no life within them because their life is slowly being drained by everything that they don't love. And what they do love, they're afraid to go after it because, oh, there's no money in it. Oh, no one's gonna support you. Oh, you're not that good at it. Oh, there's so many other people doing it already. All these thoughts that just come, and and it's kind of like it's a scarcity mentality. It's like there's not enough for everybody, so there's all this competition. Instead, we can work together because there is enough for everybody. There is more than enough for everybody, and we have to come to that realization. And part of you, deep down, your higher self, knows this. I was talking to my friend yesterday, and I love talking to people. That's one of the best. That's how you reflect, because essentially we are reflections of each other. So when you talk to others, when you talk, and you dive deep with others, you are reflecting because you are literally the same image. You're the same person, just having different experiences. We're the same gods having different experiences all around the world. And you really start to realize that we kind of all go through the same things, and it's nice to really talk and be vulnerable and talk to each other about your experiences, because then you realize that connection is so beautiful. You realize how connected everybody is. But I was talking to her, and I was sharing my story, and I'm just like, going vegan and everything like that. And I realized before going vegan, there was something inside of me that like was guiding me towards that route. The more awareness I built, the more I was able to listen to that voice, the more I was able to make the better choices. At the same time, when I was listening to that voice, I had the other voice, the ego, which had been accumulated from all my experiences, accumulated from what I thought to be true at the time. It would fight back. I remember before I went vegan, I gave up milk. But right before giving up milk, I was actually looking into trying raw milk. So I was actually almost went backwards, practically getting close to, taking the milk out of the udder udder of the cow. And yeah, so that was my ego. My ego was like, no, what are you doing? Don't go leaving milk. Go get raw milk. That way it hasn't been processed and all that stuff. But milk is still not good for you. So I almost fell for that trap. And the same thing happened when before I gave up meat. Before I gave up meat, at first I really was starting to cut down on meat. I was even starting to cut down on bread as well. And my ego stepped in like, you can't be giving up on this stuff, man. And I actually watched the video and ended up eating a whole lot of meat, like more meat than I usually did, and then I realized it did not do my body well at all, and I was just like, okay, this does not make sense. And then that led to me finding a video about the Hodge twins' worst of the fitness industry, and I watched a couple of videos and went vegan overnight, but something was happening inside of me. There was that inner GPS. Nobody was like really talking in my ear, and telling me stuff, but it was just, I started being curious. I started asking questions. I started wanting more. There was something in me that wanted to just not, that didn't want to accept what was going on. That didn't want to accept life as the way that it was. So whenever something, so I started looking for other options. I started looking for the other route. Like you follow the path less traveled. So if everybody's doing one thing, most likely it's not the good thing. So go the other way. And that's what I started doing from within without even really realizing it. And then now I'm here, and I trust my intuition. I trust my intuition. Your intuition is the truth. If you're not sure of anything, trust your intuition. Now you do have to be able to know the difference between the ego and your intuition. The ego, is will lead you to a path of self-destruction. But your intuition, it will feel good. It will feel natural. It'll feel happy. It will guide you in the right directions. It will get you to do the things that really do make you happy. And if you don't follow your intuition, you'll feel it. Like nowadays, if I don't follow what my intuition is telling me, I feel it right away. I feel it in many ways. I feel it in every way. As soon as I do the action, that's opposite of what my intuition is telling me. I'll feel it in my mind. I feel it in my body. I literally feel it in my soul. So, but for a long time we are disconnected to our intuition. We are disconnected because as soon as we are born, we start getting fed so many things. Like it literally starts at birth, even before birth. I haven't looked into what they give pregnant women nowadays, but I'm sure they give them something that is gonna mess with the baby. And then the way we give birth is so painful. So while you're giving birth, you're being pumped full of meds when there are natural births happening that are painless and way faster. Some people spend so many hours in labor. It's crazy. Like if I was a woman, I'd be so afraid to give birth. But then you look at the natural births and the baby comes out so quickly and the woman's not in pain, not screaming, no need for drugs. And the baby just pops in, first thing falls in the water, and it's beautiful. Who doesn't love water? So it starts right there. It starts in a terrible, terrible way to have a baby, which forces a lot of women to have C-sections, and C-sections add even more complications because, they're not safe. And, oh man, and in that surgery, now your body is getting mutilated for what reason? All because of money. So your intuition will kind of force you to ask questions, to look for information, to do your own research, because you are your own guru. You got to take care of yourself. You got to put your health in your own hands. You have to put your life into your own hands. Do not externalize your power by going to other people for information. Yes, learn from others, accept, because there are amazing people out there, but you have to be careful as well. You should question everything. Don't just accept everything that you're told. Do your own research, and then experience, and then go through your own experiences. Live it. Because I've been told, I've read a lot of things, I've heard a lot of things, I've seen a lot of things, but it does not become my truth until I've experienced it myself. And when you experience it, that's the beautiful thing. That's the journey of life. So yes, you are your own guru. Like, so even though I have this channel, I share a lot of information with you. If I tell you something, listen to it, see how it feels with you. But you don't have to accept it, do your own research. You don't have to take my word for it. Believe in yourself. Because I cannot help you do anything. All I can do is to help you help yourself. So that's my video for the day. I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you do like it, hit the like button. And hit me up in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please feel free to do so for more videos like this one. We're having fun here. We're going so deep. We talk about everything that people don't want to talk about, the things that really truly matter, because it's together that we are going to create the world that we would like to live in. Not even like the ideal world, that's with more love, more life. Remember yesterday I said hi to somebody, I waved and smiled and everything, and she literally looked at me and didn't do anything. I was like, okay, that's all right. Okay. But you know what? One day we'll be walking down the street. Nobody will have headphones on. We'll all be like laughing and smiling at each other, giving random strangers hugs. I was with my daughter too at the park, and it was so beautiful. This girl walked up on the rock that we were on, and she said, "That's my sister." And I was like, "Yeah, that is your sister," because like I said, we are all brothers and sisters. And like kids are deep. Like they be saying some things, and just like where they getting that from? That organic download, man. They're beautiful, and I say we gotta learn from children. But yeah, that's a whole nother topic. I definitely want to talk more about like learning from kids, because kids are amazing. So definitely hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.